I'm ready.
Okay.
응답하라 여친. Go to the into the shit.
Back to the count to the Jew. Hey, Jane.
I love your outfit. It's black dress with pink polka dots all over. Very fitting. I feel like it fits your personality.
Thank you, Jane. I have to tell you, I got this in Portugal.
Oh.
Now it's been 3 years. Oh my God.
Wow.
I was scouring the closet for what to wear, and I was trying to look for something I hadn't worn recently, and this was like super in the back. But Jane, when I put this on, I felt shame.
Shame?
Shame. Because I have packed on the holiday pounds. Remember that episode of Sex and the City where Samantha has the pooch?
Yes. Was that an episode or was it in the movie? Maybe it was an...
I think it was an episode.
Okay.
Where she has a pooch.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, well, we see a... she didn't call it
They were making fun of her for it. I didn't like that.
They're like, we see a pooch. And it was like... I was like, Jane. Oh, sorry. I hit the mic. I have to, if I wear this without anything, I brought a throw, Jane.
Oh my gosh.
To cover my pooch.
Come on.
To comfort my pooch. I have a throw.
Yeah, but it's also the style of the dress because it's very slinky.
It's very tight, form-fitting.
Yeah.
But there's literally a food baby. So I brought a throw for my belly.
Did you go hard for Thanksgiving?
Jane, I can't stop eating. It's not even, you know what? It's not even Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's not, let me correct that. I don't think it's the holiday eating. Yeah. I think I am just eating nonstop around the clock. I can't help it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the weather. It's definitely the weather.
Probably all of it. It's probably hormonal.
It's all of it.
Yeah.
And I'm packing it on.
Okay, this is where I was before I went on the Hanyak regimen, the Korean herbal medicine regimen. Okay,
but you don't get hunger pains like I do.
No, I do. I do get hunger pains. I will
and you
start
were able
to feel
to do that
lightheaded.
With the hunger pains?
This helps that. It helped me through that. Yeah, because I was at a point where I was just always not obsessing over food, but thinking about the next thing I'm going to eat.
That's me on the
and
regular.
It was driving my day.
Yeah, it's definitely
which is not
driving
healthy.
My day. I know.
So, and I was pretty, very realistic about my goals with the Hanyak regimen. And
but you did it. It was a good reset for you.
I did it. It was a good reset. And then I've been eating like normal now.
Okay. So you were losing control
like 3 meals a day, just trying to manage my portions. I'm not restricting myself. But I did go hard during Thanksgiving. And it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, eating full big meals. So then one day, Sunday, I think I just had to detox. And
I don't know. Maybe I'm at that point.
Our bodies our metabolism is slower and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did it for how long?
I did it for 2 months, 8 weeks.
Wow. Damn. That went by fast.
It went by
and
so
by the way,
fast.
it did work. You didn't even have anything to lose, but you just look so
I had the paunch.
You did
for
not.
sure. I
never saw it. I never saw it. But
I was very strategic with my clothes and
you always wear baggy clothes. I'm like, what's the point, Jane? But
okay, now my clothes are baggier.
Yes,
and it doesn't look
intentional.
Yeah, it doesn't look intentional. It looks kind of.
It looks like you're swimming in your clothes.
Yes,
a little bit. Not
some of the oversized, the intentionally.
But it makes you look
oversized
even
stuff.
skinnier.
Well,
okay. Yeah. Now that you've reached what you wanted to, is this where you want to be?
I think this is where I want to be. If I could keep.
So
this,
are you
No, I'm very cautiously.
The Golden Gate didn't open?
You know what happened? It's like if I had body dysmorphia before, I still have it because I'm in this mindset tomorrow. If I just kind of let go, then tomorrow I'll be back at where I was.
Oh, see.
I know it's not.
It's a mind fuck.
I know. So it's constantly trying to recalibrate my mind.
Yeah.
And think dude, it's okay. You were content before this. And you kind of did
now
this
you're
as a
scared
challenge. Now
to think oh my God, I don't want to go back. And the funny thing is,
I'm still thinking about food, right? Because I'm thinking about, okay, how do I manage? How do I?
But the most hilarious thing is, you looked great before. You look great now. Like, I mean, yes,
I feel better now.
Yeah, okay. That's
I will
change.
say I feel, yes.
That's the important
I feel better now. And then I think I would have really big slumps when my blood sugar was low or when I was hungry.
That kills me.
I don't really have that anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Maybe I should
do that.
Okay.
It's just being a little bit more mindful about what
2 months
goes in. Yeah. 2 months. It wasn't
How much was
that
it? May
painful.
I ask?
In cost.
Yeah, total cost.
Okay,
2 months.
It was about $1,400.
1,400?
Because it's about $700 for 1 month worth of the Korean medicine.
Oh.
Yes. And it's like you take 3 packs a day. So like breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Do you not eat regular food?
You eat regular food throughout, but obviously they tell you to stay away from like a lot of processed foods, a lot of salty, spicy. I know.
That's not possible for me.
Not in a super strict way, but they say eat breakfast like regular, lunch like regular, and then try to fast dinner. That was the hardest part for me.
Okay, that's already a no.
A lot of times I wouldn't fast dinner. I would just eat a half portion. Yeah, or I would try to eat like more protein and then Okay, but the thing is, if you try to do that unassisted, that sounds really hard. But what the hanyak does is, we've talked about Ozempic and semaglutides and all of that. It suppresses your appetite.
In a more natural,
kind of has
way. Yeah.
a very similar effect. The hardest part was like the schedule, and then the nastiness of the Korean medicine.
Ugh. But you would say you would do it over again?
I would, and I think I will. Like, it's good to know that I have that tool in my back pocket. Mm-hmm. And they do, of course, because they're a business, right? But they're like, your goal is to maintain this new weight for about a year, and then just every 6 months or so do a maintenance round type of thing.
Okay.
But I think overall, it was a good thing to do.
Yeah,
I guess we could check back in a year.
You reached your ideal weight, right?
Did the full body scan of like, the body fat percentage and muscle mass and all that, and then they tell you what your ideal weight is. So I've reached that.
Did you reach that like pinnacle of happiness?
No, but I don't think that was my goal at first. So it's like here's what I'll say, because leading up to this, I've been working out regularly for about 4 years, but the most frustrating thing is not seeing the bodily change and instead seeing like the every 6 months I'm like consistently like a few pounds heavier, or I'm noticing that my jeans are getting tighter, so I'm just ordering my clothes like a size bigger. And I had really embraced and told myself like, I'm good with this. Like I don't want to feel uncomfortable in my clothes. I've let go of the idea of like size is everything. But then
your
like
mind
the
in the background is going, but if you keep this up, you're going to go to a point of no return, right? I have that playing in my head.
I don't think I ever thought I would reach that, because I was still keeping up,
with doing the things.
Yeah, working out and all of that. But
I think I'm losing it, Jane.
No, you're not. You're not. I think it's our age.
I'm like, the wheels have come off.
No.
I'm driving over the cliff as we speak.
No. I think it was an era.
Blake laughing at me.
Yeah, because that notion is silly, but I don't think you have.
Ugh, I need to. I just crave carbs all day long.
I know. It's really hard to go to H Mart and like not go into the bread, the bakery, and come out with all the
the pastries. H Mart is a trap. By the way, there's a new grocery store in Victoria.
I haven't gone yet, but no, I went to Victoria. I went to Southgate Mart, which is my favorite place to buy the kimchi. After you introduced that to me,
now you can't do without it.
I did a whole kimchi run, delivered it to my friends. But it was so busy in Factoria. Maybe it was because of the new T&T supermarket. Yeah.
Did you know that people stood in line overnight to get
when it's so cold in Washington? Yeah,
I guess they were giving out, what was it, $500 gift card or something?
Okay, that's worth it.
Okay. I can't do lines like that anymore.
Not at our age. Yeah. Not unless I have everything, like the tent, the little portable stove.
Air mattress.
Cook some meat outside. Wow. But did you go to the store yet?
No, I haven't. Okay. I want to wait for the craze to die down.
Okay.
I'm not about...
Same.
I don't want to be in crowded places.
Really like the fairly new H Mart in Redmond. I think it's been open for about a year
I didn't even know. Maybe I'll go to that.
Close to you.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go to that.
I like going there on a weekday.
Great.
Mid-morning because it's
better than H Mart in Bellevue.
Yes, because you can actually roll your cart around in the produce section. Yeah, and the produce is better than the Bellevue location.
How far is that location from you?
It's a little farther than the Bellevue one. Yeah, a little more south.
But weekday,
Yeah, weekday. It's like equidistant kind of for me to go from my house to Linwood or Redmond. So.
And you wouldn't have that kind of time to drive around if you were... shelling out a cookbook for yourself, Jane, or...
A cookbook?
Yeah, or you okay, so I have... Yeah.
Wait, where are you going with this?
That's the thing I wanted to ask you, because we recently talked about a cookbook someone else launched, and... I mean, there's always somebody launching something, right?
Yes, content creators, so people that we know, we follow. I mean, we love to see their success.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm all about it. And you are someone... that is, I've always told you this, you're the poster child of what Korean American women want to be in motherhood. And, I swear to you, there are mother-in-laws that are like, that's the kind of woman that I want you to bring home. Like, if their son were to ask, Mom, what kind of woman do you want me to marry? You would be... that
it's because they don't know. They have no idea.
No, but you also have millions of followers on TikTok. I can't even
which that might be like a moot point because TikTok could be going away, right?
Okay, stay on task. Okay. We'll get to that in a bit. Get to that. But you have the platform to be, I'm sure you've been pitched an idea to like either a cookbook, children's book, memoir, everything. And you choose not to do those things. and sometimes you'll be like, oh, look at my friend did this and someone I know did this. And I'm like, Jane, you literally could be doing that. But you're like,
but I don't want
I don't want to. And I love that about you. I mean, if you did something, I would fully support it, of course.
I even did not want to do a podcast.
I know. Yeah. It took convincing. You were very hesitant.
Yes.
And you were telling me when I asked you about it, you were like, the conditions have to be right. Now you love it.
Now I love it.
Tell the listeners that.
Yes. Of course. Now I love it. But, a year and a half ago when we first talked about this, it was like not even like an inkling of a desire. Like you had to bring that out of me. So I think a little bit I need.
되게 없어.
Yeah, I don't have any.
In Korean, that means she really doesn't have greed for anything.
Yeah, I mean, I do have greed for comfort. Like ease, peace, those kinds of things.
Our greed is for how to make our lives easier.
I don't have greed for the hustle life.
Yeah, I hate the hustle.
I really don't, because it's competitive. You have to be really good, I think, in this.
What do you think because you know what, I will say, I also feel that way, but I always feel guilty that I don't have it anymore.
I feel that too.
I did have the hustle. Yes. When I ran my photography business, I was hustling hard.
And I still see that in you. I do, because I see it more in you than me.
You see it in me?
Yes,
how do you see it in me?
You're always the one that's like, okay, Jane, we need to market better. We need to start,
that's true,
making more clips of our episodes and promoting.
Okay, to be fair, that's like basic.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just trying to get us on a basic level.
I know.
And you're like, do we?
Because like we're on a weekly cycle, and some days these weeks go by so fast. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already time to release and think about all the things that go with it.
That I love. I don't want you to change. Usually I'm the one that feels pressure from somebody. But the fact that I'm the one that has to pressure you, and I'm the laziest bitch around, that makes me feel so much better than it would suck if you felt if I felt any kind of pressure from you.
So I think that's an interesting observation, and that you know that, because I think, you know, before people get to know me, I think they see the external, right? And they see somebody who seems very poised and sure, and must have like this inner drive.
What do you think made you? Because you did have it at some point, right? With the whole like journalist.
Yeah, it was in you,
right? That was a very a competitive ground, and you had to hustle. You practically ran the news station with your team. What do you think settled that drive? Like,
it was definitely life and curveballs. And realizing that I can't do everything well if I want to have everything. So it was a little bit of coming to terms with that. Part of it was becoming a mom.
Yes, I was going to ask
having
you that.
No family support where we were living. And so we had to make adjustments.
Do you think that you made a conscious choice, or it became a choice made for you?
It was a choice made for me in the beginning, because we mutually decided, you know, Ben and I, like, oh my gosh, one of us has to be flexible here if you're going to be all in with his business, his career. And so at the time it made more sense for me to take a step back.
So you made the sacrifice. I mean, of course it's a dual, like, it's a team decision, but do you ever feel like 좀 분해? Like that, or like it was unfair to you for being the one? Or do you think I love it?
Yeah, I would say when I'm at my absolute worst, when I feel invisible or unseen and overloaded, then I'll go to that place. But in the everyday, I don't think that. I think I'm pretty content with the way I've had to adapt.
You are my role model. No, I cannot I cannot sing enough praises about you, because you truly are someone that has the avenues to go and be like super marketable with your platform, but you are someone that's clearly prioritized the family life. And seeing that, I'm like, like, that's who I understand. That's who I want. I'm struggling. Like, I feel like, you should be able to do more. I feel like I'm being lazy.
You feel that about yourself, like that you should be doing more.
Well, more because you have a well-running ship. I don't.
No, I mean, what makes you say that?
Listen, Jane, when you said your house is a mess, and I looked at your house, I was like, girl don't know mess. Like,
my house is a fraction of the size of yours. And so,
but my house looks like hit with a hurricane. And I mean, it literally was hit with a bomb cyclone.
True. So,
but I feel like I'm not doing anything well.
No. No.
Did you hear the release of air that came out?
No.
What are you, Ariana Grande? Oh, popular. Sorry. Yeah, but you are such a breath of fresh air. And I just want our listeners to know Jane is the real deal. I'm the hot mess mom, but you are. But the thing is, you're the together mom.
I don't know about that.
I know you think that you're, like, is my eyelash falling off?
No.
Okay. Because
they
this
look
morning
really good today.
You asked me,
you got your lashes done.
And I said, no, I did these myself.
Yeah.
And I was also going to tell you, you know, I get jump scared easily, and Adonis turned around and happened to be there, and an eyelash fell off. I was like, ah! And then I got so mad at him. I'm like, you threw off my eyelash. And he goes, how is that a thing? That's what I mean. I'm a hot mess mom. Everything, it's exactly like that scenario. Everything feels like it's going to just like fall off.
Like House of Cards?
Yeah, like I'm just going to, I'm like this like robot that's, you know that movie Wild Robot? And then the robot's like so beaten down and shit's just starting to fall apart. I feel like that robot.
But that robot was amazing.
I know it's got tremendous heart, but I'm like, I feel like I'm capable. I think that's another thing. I feel like I'm capable of doing better, but I'm actually not.
But you take really good care of people around you.
I do.
Yes. Emotional care. Like you're so good about that. I'm not good about that. I'm better at like the external stuff, right? But you are good about going underneath the surface.
I know, but I get that's like, for example, I invited people to dinner tonight.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I don't know. That's so nice of you.
No, I know. And I was like, well, it's because I've been to their homes, they've invited us. So I'm like, I need to reciprocate. I need to, and both of them are, I mean, they're not really new, but in our neighborhood, it feels like new. Like they're like, we don't know any other neighbors. I was like, oh, let me bring you and meet other neighbors.
And you did that on your own volition.
Like, and then of course I tell my husband, and he's like, no. I'm not even kidding you.
The slow-mo.
Yeah,
dodging the bullet.
I'm not even kidding you. He legit slid out of his chair. And I made him reenact it for a TikTok.
Him. Oh my gosh. In contrast to that, we're having people over tomorrow night, but they invited themselves.
Tell me more. How did that happen?
I mean, I say this because, you know, we're going to have fun. I'm happy to have it.
Yes,
I'm happy to have it.
Yes.
But
do not feel guilty.
My friend Nick Cho, Korean dad, is coming to town. It's his birthday weekend, and he messaged us. He's like, hey, I'd love to see you guys. Are you guys available for dinner? I said, yes, we are.
That's so sweet.
And he said, would it be too much to ask you to host? And I said, of course not.
That's so, you know,
in our tiny house, of course not.
I love the direct ask, though.
That truly, I mean, let's normalize the direct ask,
like it
right?
was not beating
let's
around.
Normalize that.
And you could have still said no. It's not like, I mean, you could have been like, it's a bit crazy.
But that's what I need. That's what I need, because I'm not gonna.
Yes.
I'm happy to do that.
Yes, you're that person.
But I'm probably not gonna do that, just because in my mind, you know, I just think, logistically there's so many limitations to our house, like having like 8 people there, and, you know, all of that.
Adonis literally started counting, like, you know, that one family has 4 kids, right? So that's good. He was like, mathematically speaking, we're talking about 14 people. You know, that qualifies as a party.
So that's why you need to leave. You got to prep.
Oh yeah.
What are you serving?
We're doing Korean barbecue.
Yeah, so are we. I mean, that's the easiest thing.
It's the easiest thing to do.
It's easy, but it's not easy,
think of
right?
anything else. It's easy,
but it's not easy.
It's not easy
because you still have to think about all the elements,
all the sauces, the side dishes,
many kudots. But you know what? This was a good opportunity for me to upgrade. Ben was a little bit resentful. He's like, "Oh, it's good to be Nick," because Ben is me. I got rid of so many things, and I ordered. I took advantage of all the Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
And cookware and tableware. They're like 2 things I hate spending money on.
What do you hate spending money on?
Like dishes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Why?
Because it's like it's purely functional, right? So it's not fun for me, and I don't really care about having pretty tableware and stuff.
You don't?
I don't. Is that surprising?
It is. Because you're immaculate from head to toe. Your like choice in jewelry, shoes, it's all like, I would think that you would apply that to anything else you're doing.
Maybe it's because we, when we lived in Michigan, we were a hosting family. It was like our house was the house that everybody came.
Oh.
Because it was large and it was, there's plenty of room for the kids to run around.
Yeah.
But when we moved to Seattle, we were renting for 2 years and it was just not a space that was really great for hosting. Then you had the pandemic, and then when we moved to our current house, it's even smaller. So it's just kind of like, in my mind, it's not what I envision when I want to host a dinner party. So knowing that, I don't really care about the stuff that our family uses day to day or what I cook with.
I don't care about the day-to-day stuff, yeah.
I literally had a stainless steel pot, my favorite pot, and it was 2 handles, and it's had only 1 handle for like 5 years. But I've had this pot since like 2010.
But it's stainless steel. That shit is
stainless
gold.
Steel.
Yeah.
It went to Goodwill this week, and I was a little bit sad about it. But it's because I upgraded. And it was still painful to spend that money to upgrade.
Yeah.
And then
because kitchenware is not cheap.
It's not cheap. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And then I had a set of dinnerware, dinner plates and bowls that it's the Corningware Corral.
Yeah.
And it had like red rim. I also had that since 2010.
Yeah.
Prior to getting married. And that's what we use every day. That also
went?
Like, I donated it to somebody in our neighborhood.
It's seen its days.
Yeah.
So it's sad sorrow.
But
yeah.
It's good. This is what I mean when I need that external motivation.
Yeah. You need a reason.
I need a little push. I need a reason.
So you got new dinnerware? That's exciting.
Get new dinnerware.
Did you get fun ones or did you get functional ones?
I got functional ones.
Yeah.
I just got like white.
Yeah, white
Corral,
goes with everything.
But going back to Korean barbecue, you need so many little dishes.
Yes,
like everybody needs their own little dipping thing, and then you need like a bowl for the soup.
And do you know, I don't have one set of matching bowls because it all broke. Yeah.
Yes.
It always breaks.
That's so annoying.
I'm the clumsiest person. I break, so I get jump scared if anybody goes, "Mom, ah!" And if there's a dish in my hand,
the dishes go. Yeah.
He laughs at it anytime. He never laughs at when I'm poking fun at you. It's always like my self-deprecating humor. Then he's ready to jump in. That one. Love him.
Yes.
Our youthful producer.
We
half
love
our
Blake.
age.
Yes. Oh my, that's not even an exaggeration.
Isn't that sad?
That's sad.
To think about it like that. He's half our age. He's half our human life.
Man.
That's crazy.
Man.
But anyways, well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You're gonna be having a dinner party. I'm gonna be having
a dinner party.
Adonis is so like he's like crying, fake tears left and right.
But he's such a good sport. He's gonna take the selfie, the dinner party selfie.
You know what's so dumb about him though? Let me rant, okay? He'll say, okay, so one day he goes, oh, we were over at a friend's house and they had the cocktail machine. Have you seen those? Where it comes with, it's like a coffee machine.
Oh, okay.
It's like a Keurig, but for cocktails.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it has like, you can make like a cosmopolitan with the packet.
So it's a pot or a packet,
it's a pod.
and then you just put the alcohol.
And you just have to have the alcohol in the different alcohol things. Cosmopolitan, what's the other one? I don't know. Like Gimlet, different varieties. He saw that machine, he goes, that looks great. Maybe we should buy that. And I'm like, for who?
Yeah.
And he goes, just an interesting thing to have, like as an activity to do. For who? And I was like, and then Black Friday came and he goes, I saw it on sale for like $200. I think we should get it. And I was like, again, for who? Because you do not like me throwing a party. He goes, but I know I don't like it, but you do it anyway. So when it's done, then we can have people. Or we can have the thing for the people. And I'm like, okay. So then I tell him about this dinner thing, and he goes, so I invited people. He goes, this is how our conversations go. So I know you don't like it. Oh, he already knows.
Yeah.
But I invited this family that we had dinner with the other day. Oh. But because I'm doing one dinner party, I might as well kill 2 birds with one stone. I invited the other family we never invited to our house. Oh.
That should be a yay.
Yeah, and I said
potentially 2 dinner parties become 1.
And that's what it was. I said, I rearranged the days because he literally gave me a rule that we cannot on a weekend have more than 1 event like that.
That's a great rule.
No, Jane!
I support that rule.
Jane, who does that in your house?
I mean, take it from somebody who has something booked like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm exhausted already, and it hasn't even happened.
I know. And that's why we chase sleep.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about our other favorite thing. We're the most. Yes.
This is why there could never be a Real Housewives of Seattle, because we'd be boring as fuck. Like, we believe in sleeping in Seattle.
No nightlife
whatsoever.
No.
You were going to bed 8 to 9 every freaking day.
Yes.
Amazing.
I had to really kill this cold that, I felt coming on last weekend. And so
the fact that that's our life.
Yeah.
Like, when we feel sickness, we're like, oh no.
Yes.
We have to battle it out. We have to kill this before it takes over our body because we are the pillar of our home.
I have just become a full-fledged ajumma. Just drinking tea and then keeping my neck warm, and then I had to take the NyQuil at 8 p.m. so that I can fall asleep at 8:30 and then wake up the next morning at 6.
This is so funny because anybody that doesn't know you and sees you on your TikTok and just like, oh my God, look at this momfluencer who's just so out and about and doing all these things, and you're at home like this. Oh, I'm so cold. I'm going to get better.
Yes, I have to get better. Because, it's like training. I'm like in training mode because of everything that's going to happen this month.
Yeah.
And we're going to California for the week of Christmas and New Year's. And
you cannot get sick.
No, I cannot get sick.
The fact that we have fears about that. Yeah. That's like a legitimate fear. Like,
it is.
My God. And every time, like, if Adonis gets sick, I'm always like, if you get me sick, I will motherfucking kill you myself. Like, I hate being sick. I'm as the years have gone by, I've become a terrible, terrible sick person.
Yes. Ben had a really nasty bout of stomach flu last weekend.
Oh, did he get it from the kids, from the school?
Probably, because it was in the community. But he got it like a week later. So we all thought we were in the clear.
Oh, no.
Because for a while it was like dominoes. And then just out of the blue, he got very sick. And immediately I said, you're staying upstairs. And the rest of us are staying downstairs.
He got quarantined?
Yeah.
We will not infect the others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of us were fine.
Oh, good.
We were okay.
I mean, that's what it takes.
Yeah.
It takes a village.
And it's like the entire time I was trying to do everything that I could because I knew I might go down any minute. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, how is the holiday prep in terms of what are the kids wanting? I'm curious.
Oh, I have no idea. I mean,
you don't know.
They have little wish lists on Amazon. We have like a running wish list for them that we'll just share with family whenever they ask. But, I haven't asked them. Like, I don't know
what Sawyer...
Really what do they want?
You know what Sawyer... I said, Sawyer, what do you think you want for Christmas? A potato cannon.
A potato cannon? That sounds like a science fair project.
I'm like, I don't even know where. All of a sudden, he's like, I really like potatoes. I would like you to make me a baked potato. He's like gone on a potato rant. It's the most bizarre thing ever. He goes, I really like baked potatoes. Did you know that I want to try a mashed potato? I think it started as a joke. He's like, I like potatoes.
Yeah.
Who told you I don't like potatoes? And I was like, well, it's just weird that you like potatoes.
It's really funny.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's like, you know what I think I want for Christmas? A potato cannon. He's like the most like unserious kid ever.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, and he'll do that laugh like he is his father, I think.
So
he
funny.
is so comically just, I don't know, like says the most random shit. He's all obsessing over like, I love potatoes. Like he's making it his personality. It's oddly funny. but that's what is on his wish list. Gavin is all about drawing. He is so good, Jane. Wow. You know, I used to love drawing when I was little. And
that's right. You're very artistic.
Well, but I remember drawing all the time, but I don't remember being ever this good.
Wow.
He's meticulous. Yeah. And he just will spend hours drawing.
So what does he want? Like, are you going to get him some like
He asked for special pens for anime drawing. I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No, but I'm sure if you go to like Blick,
I'm like
or
trying to look. So he's like, I think I want to start getting into shading, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna have to like look that's up. Amazing. But potato cannon and an art set.
When I used to like enjoy drawing, I had a set of color pencils. Prismacolor.
Yes, those were the creme de la creme of color pencils.
Yes.
So you were a good artist.
For a while, this is what killed it, was the teacher started putting pressure on me. If you want to go to art college for art, then you need to be spending, multiple
How
days
old are
here.
You?
Maybe like 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade. I was like, no, that's not my thing then.
Jane, this is where it started.
I know.
No,
I just don't like anything like.
If you make something you love, if you put pressure on it, you start to hate it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a killer for me.
I think this is why you dodge when I say, should we mark it? And you're like, literally every time I'm like, we're not even doing the basic clip rotation of our episodes, and Jane will be like, do we need to?
Yeah.
Like, you do not give a fuck, which is great. Normally, I'm the person.
Normally, you're the one
getting pressured from. So right now, what's happening is like people are like, when's your next show? When's your next show?
Yeah, you haven't had one in
a
while.
But I'm getting asked left and right.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a desire to put one on?
So I wanted to take a break.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to put on a show.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to take some time for myself, especially around the holidays.
Yes.
Already, people do not understand.
I know.
Holidays for a mother is insanity. There's so much going on. You have to be mindful of like the teachers, gifts before the holidays. Yeah. You have to, the neighbors. There's so much going on in my head.
So much. Yeah.
And then they're like, throw a show, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Well, you did do one this time last year, right? Because it was like your birthday tour type of thing.
And I asked the wrong person, because there was a spot that they asked me about if I wanted it for throwing a show, and I was like telling Adonis, he's like, no.
Adonis being the wrong person here to ask.
Yeah, he would never. If he's you, if given the choice of doing nothing versus doing something, well, but then again, that's not true. You always do shit though.
Yeah.
He feels no external pressure.
Yes. So he truly
he's truly like, we can stay at home in our pajamas.
Yeah.
So as I was like, should I throw a show? My birthday this year is on a Saturday. I could throw one on Friday, and we could still go out of town and do something.
Yeah.
He goes, no. Can you imagine if so he always plans something out of town for us, just us.
Very sweet.
It's very sweet. How can I say no to that?
No, you can't.
And he's like, do you really want to put on a show the day before we're about to head out somewhere? Yeah. And like, you're gonna, how you get around a show. I do get crazy around a show.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like whenever you put on something for the school.
Yeah.
You want it to go well, right?
Uh-huh.
Or whatever you do, you're
just preoccupied with that. Yeah.
You handle stuff. Jane, you know this. Why are you even asking me?
Because the impression
breakfast, Japanese breakfast. You open for her. You do all these big shit. You know the anticipation.
Yes. No, I understand it. I mean, that's very familiar to me, but it's comforting to hear that you also experience this.
Does it look like I don't?
Yeah, it looks like you're just like off the cuff, always ready to be on.
I know, and it's anyways. No, yeah, I do get I get pacey, I get jitters, I get
And
10
he
years.
sees, Adonis sees all of that.
He gets the brunt of it at home.
The receiving end.
He gets to see the not fun side.
Exactly.
He gets to see all the like second guessing and how many times and every time I do it, he's like, how many years have you been doing this? Which is like, oh, it's just what you do. It's so annoying.
It's so great that he can recognize that and rein you in, right? And just remind you. Like, are you sure that's something that you want to do? I don't know.
Lately, it's been annoying. There's this meme that's going around. I have to show it to you. So, it was like in the beginning, it says, my husband when we first started dating. And it's like a clip from Pride and Prejudice.
Oh,
and so,
yeah.
Have you seen that one? And
I think I have.
You are the love of my life. When I wake up, all I see is your face. And I think about you every minute of the day. And then husband 10 years later is like, I don't give a damn about what you got going on. That's it. I can't deal with this right now. That's him. He's like, I'm going to be in a meeting. I'm like, that's you. He started cackling. Yeah. I was like, I got you good. That's our life.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know.
No.
I'm going to be 43, Jane.
I know.
40 fucking 3. That's definitely. Wait, what is Blake?
Blake is 23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost twice. He's almost half our age.
Yeah. I got 20 years on him.
Yeah.
Jay, you're not supposed to say yeah.
No, I mean, it's crazy, but we do.
I know. 43. Yeah. And I was looking at my fingernails, right?
Yes.
And I was like, oh, what are these straight lines that I see? Have you ever seen that?
Uh-huh.
You have in your nails?
In my nails? Yeah, I think at times. Okay. Yeah.
So I see these straight. I was like, I didn't notice these straight lines before. So I Google it.
Uh-huh.
And you know what it said?
Lack of nutrition.
Worse.
No, I don't know.
You're aging.
Oh.
It's a sign of
age
aging.
Lines. Oh my goodness. Well, all the more reason just to like get your nails done.
I know. I'm like, oh,
we don't need to see that.
I know. But so me and Adonis were talking, and I said, we're always complaining to each other about how our bodies are failing us, and he's like, well, we're in the worst era. And I said, what do you mean the worst era? He goes, no, there's a study that's been done. 40s is the worst. The absolute worst.
Why?
Because I think 40s is when you realize.
Yeah, when you're coming to terms.
Old.
Yes, yeah. Well, like, it's so true.
That's like really debilitating.
Well, even with Ben with his knee surgery, right? It was it took him down several notches because he was living his best life. I mean,
like a spring chicken.
Yeah, for years, like you're working and working, right? And raising babies and small kids. And then you have a little bit of margin to lean into your hobbies and get back to an active lifestyle. I mean, he was also marathon training.
So
his knees were, 40-year-old knees. Yeah, being put to the test, and then one bad move and a meniscus tear. And it was a real humbling experience.
I know it.
The rehab is very long.
It definitely is a humbling. I get it. I know it. I felt for Ben when you asked me about the knee massager that I was getting. I was like, oh, Ben. Speaking of, I have to send Adonis to Ben because we were at the orchestra concert that Gavin was at, and he came late, and I was like, oh, your breath. Sorry, honey. I was like, what is going on with your breath? So I have a very sensitive nose. Yeah. And there was just something. He's like, oh, I just came back from the dentist. And I was like, usually you smell better after the dentist. What happened to you? And he goes, well, they really dug around in there. And I was like, oh, okay, it does smell. Yeah. And then that me being me, I was like, it does smell like they dug around in there. I was like, put a gum on. And he goes, well, they did the whole, what do you call it? Like flossing and everything, whatever.
And they might have done like varnish.
Yeah. What is that thing that they put stuff on it though?
They put fluoride?
Yeah, they did that. He's like, it should be smelling better. I'm like, I don't know. I think they try. It smells like they try to mask a dead body in there. And
that bad.
I was like, oh, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
But this was a shocker to me. So he found out he needs crowns.
Okay.
Multiple.
Oh, okay.
But they told him that gold is better. Gold crowns are better.
It's true.
Ah!
It's true.
Like, you're going to have gold teeth? I don't know if I can live with that.
Did you know that when they extract gold, dentists will collect it and then they send it? They send the gold to send it off. You can sell it.
But yeah, I thought that people stopped getting gold crowns because outdated and it wasn't good. But turns out it's just because people don't like the look.
Correct.
That's crazy.
Because they want the the look of like the composite, which is white. Like
your but teeth. They're not as good.
Not as good. It will break.
This is how I know you're a dentist. Why? Because you know this shit. So yeah, he's coming home and telling me this, and I was like, I don't know
if Ben does gold crown. I don't know who does that.
Well, they were recommending if you want it to last,
that
and
sounds
if you want it to be better,
right?
No, it's cheaper.
Oh, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper than porcelain crowns.
Okay.
And they're like, well, if you want what's actually better for your teeth, it's actually the gold.
Huh. But where are the crowns? Because like
in the back.
Okay.
Still, I'm like,
would that give you the ick when he opened? Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's giving him the ick, and I said, so I was like, you know what? You're gonna have to get a second opinion. You have to go to Ben.
40s are the worst.
I'm like, I know Ben would exactly.
Yeah.
Gold crowns. Fucking 40s. Are you kidding me, bro? I was like, you have to go to Ben. Ben will not
maybe
steer
they'll
you
last
wrong.
until you're 80 then. Would you rather would you rather have like the gold crowns at 40 that last until 80 or the porcelain crowns that you have to keep?
I mean, they made him feel like he should get the gold, but I was like, I cannot. I'm sorry, I cannot. I will laugh every time you open your mouth.
They can make crowns now same day in the office. Like if you go to a
so
dentist
I told him, I was like, you know what,
machine.
Ben is a fashionable man, and he will not steer you wrong.
Have him ask for like a second opinion. Yeah,
I said you should go to Ben because Ben would not walk around looking like a fool. And he wouldn't advise you to go walking around looking like a fool. So that's why I said, you need to go see Ben. Yeah. And he will have... He doesn't do gold crowns, obviously. It doesn't sound like he does.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never heard him talk about gold crowns.
I did not know that they were better for your teeth. That shocked me.
Yeah.
So people just...
I think it's because bone is actually... like your teeth, it's actually a tissue.
Yep, right.
Right? Yes. Yes.
What?
Like your teeth like is bone and it's actually tissue. So there is some give to it, and gold kind of mimics that. And all other materials, like they're very hard. Like porcelain is hard. So you have to be careful. Like when you have
gold shifts a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. But still. I cannot imagine him. Can you imagine? It's like,
I feel like
Filipino grandpa in here.
But wasn't it common when we were growing up to have like silver fillings and
but I think I had it at some point.
Yeah, I think
I
did too. I think I did too. Or it was like very, very common.
Not gold.
Not gold, but silver. Yeah. I
so
think of the Home Alone 1.
Yes.
A gold tooth. He was a gold tooth.
That's exactly what I think about. Yeah, that kind of look.
Yes. Well, yeah, that is ick if it's like right there.
Yeah.
On the side of your mouth.
But I'm telling you, Jane, if he gets those and he opens his mouth, I'm going to be like, oh my God. Filipino grandpa.
Oh. Well, I mean,
he obviously can.
Yeah.
It'd be too much to live with me. To be like,
he probably doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. Every time he sings, I'm
like, can you shut your mouth? Oh my gosh. I love us. I know you enjoy this time because I genuinely see you light up as we were just doing like real life talk.
Yes.
And again, I cannot thank you. I feel like I thank you every episode, but I just really enjoy our time.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful.
Same.
I mean, is it 1 year? We've been
We've been doing this for more than a year.
Okay, but not 2 years.
Not 2 years.
Okay, so we need to celebrate our 1 year.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. Considering. I saw the look in your eyes. You got a little terror.
No,
you're
I
like,
don't know.
What should we do?
I have no idea what.
You thought I was gonna say. There was a glint of terror. Like, what is she gonna say right now?
Another live
commit
show.
to something. I will say, for how new we were when we did that live show, it was a huge success.
True. That's true.
Because, that felt so perfect.
Yeah. We probably could do another one.
Oh, look at you taking the lead.
Yeah, we probably could.
But it was my own. This is like your hanyak thing.
Oh,
like it was so perfect.
Uh-huh.
I mean, considering we had a curveball.
Yeah.
Because we expected a guess, and then that didn't, and then we like scrambled and made it still happen.
Mm-hmm.
Considering all that, ultimately the night was magical.
Yeah.
And beautiful. Mm-hmm. And we were both like relieved.
Yes. Very relieved.
We were in each other's arms melting over like, oh, we did it and it was okay. Because we both do that thing where we lower our expectations and expect the worst.
We weren't like really talking before, right? We were just like assembling the goodie bags.
We were like, we gotta get this done. We gotta get that. We were both on mom zone.
Yeah.
And then only after we got done with the show, then we're like in each other's. I'm like, oh my God, we did it.
See, that's the thing. It's like, it's the tipuri that I look forward to. It's after, the after party
it was such a good, I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know if we can top that.
I don't know.
We could. I know we can.
Yeah.
We can.
But
we have to lower our expectations.
Yeah.
That's always, doesn't life teach us that?
Yeah.
But we did a good job.
I think so.
I love us. I know this
was a boost
when it's
of
just
self-confidence.
Yeah, but what's a duo narcissism?
There needs to be a word.
Yeah, we should come up with the word.
Yes.
But we could do.
Okay, well, let's think about it.
Yeah.
Give us ideas if you have ideas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Jane, we did have growth, though, for how little we do market.
Yes. I don't know if it was hard to grow from where we are. Of course
it was hard. Very hard for us to grow. So, listeners, please, if you enjoy what we do, I told you this. Somebody said that they follow us because word of mouth.
That's amazing. Well, we had a 126% growth in followers.
We were like 0.
Yeah. Almost 300% growth in streams.
Wow. What? Almost 300%?
Yeah, 271%.
Hey, kids, remember this. When you're at the bottom, you can only go up.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So, yeah, that was a lesson for us. That this is with us doing close to nothing.
We do nothing, Jane. We're the worst marketers. We do nothing. And it's really, thank you to our listeners. Y'all are the ones that are keeping us at it.
For sure.
And literally we have people tell us, oh, I found you through a friend. It is word of mouth. So please spread the word.
Yeah.
Because most likely we say we'll try to market and it won't happen for like...
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at,
like, yeah, I like that. Us doing absolutely nothing. And thank you. Shout out to our wonderful producer, Blake. Blake, laugh louder.
He whistled.
So we have a wonderful time. So please tell your friends if you enjoy what we do. And ask us questions. Give us ideas. If there's anything that you would like us to discuss, we're always open to it.
Always.
Okay.